Hello everyone, I'm your host, Boss Zombie. Welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online, Markarth. Time to wrap up the Dark Heart of Markarth. Dark Heart of Skyrim. Technically it's the Dark Heart of Markarth. It's under the city, right? I guess we're going to find out what happened to the Dark Heart, and then we're also going to find out what happens to the Grey Host and the Ash Lord. I mean, plot twist, I can't imagine the Grey Host walks out of this incident. Oh.
We are on the cusp of victory. When the Darkstorm blows through the void, everything we lost will be returned, even your lives.
The Darkstorm?
Claim victory. Success will bring salvation. Verandis' little birds. Give him my best.
Damn it! I knew we should have attacked when we had the
here's
chance.
Lyris and Fenorian.
Orders were to wait, Lyris. At least Rada left something in his haste.
Wait, is that you, partner? Could have used you a moment sooner.
Hey, we just saw you a little while ago. It makes sense because now it's all tying together. We'll see the storylines from Greymore and the storylines from Markarth line up.
I was this close to finally planting my axe in Rada al-Saran's face. If Fen hadn't insisted we wait for his Raven Watch friends, that monster wouldn't have slipped through our fingers. Again! You're still on the hunt for him too, I see.
Verandis sent me, actually. He didn't mention you'd be here.
When Fen got his orders to investigate the Grey Host, I invited myself along. Sorry about my temper. It's just that we've been shadowing these bastards for a while, and it looked like the opportunity to strike was finally at hand.
Did you learn anything while stalking them?
Well, Fen's the one keeping notes, but Rada al-Saran gathered his subordinates and remaining forces here. It's clear he's preparing to make a move, so Fen sent word to the Raven Watch. I just wish we knew more about this Darkstorm Rada mentioned.
So he's combining the Dark Heart with the Harrowstorm to make a Darkstorm. Wasn't that originally the DLC's name? Like the prototype working name? When they first announced it? I think it was called Darkstorm. To lead at least.
Yeah, a lead that's dragging us in circles. Look, Fen can tell you more. I'm sure he'd love to talk to someone other than me. Brilliant conversation isn't one of my better-known graces, as you've experienced firsthand.
Could this Darkstorm be related to the Harrowstorms of Western Skyrim?
Possibly. And I've seen Ice Reach Coven witches among the Grey Host troops. After we dealt with Svargrim and shattered the Grey Host's hold on Western Skyrim, it looks like Rada moved his operation to this part of the world.
What about Fen's elixir? Was he able to produce enough for the holds?
It was slow going, but the concoction he and Old Mjolin produced was the only reason the holds were able to start fighting back. Even after we stopped Rada al-Saran's plan in Solitude, I don't think the Western holds would have survived without it.
How's Svanna?
Alive and well. She's taken to her role as Jarl of Solitude far better than anyone imagined. The people love her. There's new life in the hold despite all that's happened. I admit, I'm hopeful for the future too, provided we stop Rada al-Saran.
What's Fen examining?
You're asking me? No idea. But it's here and so is Rada al-Saran, so I'd guess it's got something to do with whatever he's planning.
Hey, Fen. Long time no see. How you been?
What? Sorry. I was fixated on this trinket. When Verandis said he would send someone, I assumed he meant Adusa. We weren't supposed to make a move, but Lyris feared we'd miss our chance. I don't think we ever had one, but don't tell her that.
What's with the trinket?
Other than I think it belonged to Rada al-Saran, I sense a powerful magic has been cast on the item. Auramancy. I recognize it. The technique is remarkably similar to what Verandis uses. Not surprising, I suppose. They were friends once, after all.
What else have you learned while you were tracking the Grey Host?
Well, after their defeats in Western Skyrim and the Reach, the Grey Host has regrouped. The ancient Exarchs have arrived and asserted their control over the newer troops. We also intercepted a courier a few days ago. He carried a coded message.
Could you decipher it?
My command of ancient Yokuden is elementary at best. I assumed it had something to do with Harrowstorms, until Rada al-Saran mentioned this Darkstorm. I think he's planning something massive. More massive even than the storm over Solitude.
We should take this to Verandis. He's waiting for us at the Arcs and Orrery.
We're going to meet Verandis. Right now? Yes, that would be prudent, I suppose. Do I look presentable to you? Befitting of an audience with the Count? I don't imagine there's time for a bath before we head to the orrery.
You seem anxious to see Verandis.
Shouldn't I be? I was studying abroad when you two were dealing with the Lightless Remnant, and I only just learned that he's still alive. I know I couldn't have prevented what happened, but I never even got to say goodbye.
Were you too close?
Count Verandis is a father to me. More so than my own birthkin. Losing him pained me deeply. I'm looking forward to this second chance we've been given.
Seems like you've been busy since I last saw you.
So.
Saw you last.
I assisted Svanna, Jarl Svanna, for a while, helping old Mjolin and the Mages Guild produce as much of the Harrowstorm elixir as we could. But I couldn't linger there forever. I've been tracking the Grey Host ever since.
Have you learned anything about the current plans?
No. Though I'm hopeful Count Verandis can find something in this coded letter. He's better at ancient languages than I am. I was able to find this meeting site, and I know the Grey Host forces have regrouped under the command of the ancient Exarchs.
You mentioned something about oromancy?
This trinket Rada al-Saran left behind. It radiates a magical residue similar to what Verandis leaves behind when he casts oromancy. Perhaps you've seen him use it to draw memories from the past. I wonder why Rada al-Saran left it here.
It's either a trap or he wanted us to get it.
Is that Count Verandis?
Oh.
The soul's ability to travel among infinite planes of existence is equally boundless.
Ben, what did you do?
Souls can go anywhere. Imagine if they had the freedom to choose their destination, or even return to life.
It's the oromancy. We're seeing an image of the past.
Is there more? Oh. Okay. Wait. Oh, I have to actually go... I thought... Didn't I? I thought we had the keystone thing that lets you just go... I guess the keystone just opens the door. It doesn't actually take you there. A lot of vampires here. Why was he making his speech in that little tucked away corner of the world? I think he'd want it to be a little more grandiose. Kind of really highlight his accomplishments. Now, there's an interesting thing. Druid crafting requires a Somerset chapter. They still haven't made that separate, have they? Have they? No, they haven't. Right? No. Yes? No. No. Because they did, like, with the Morrowind, they separated, you can get... Maybe they did? I don't remember. I mean, I always buy the chapters when they come out, so I really don't know, but... Because did they do that with the Necromancer and elsewhere? Can you get the... If you wanted to, could you just buy the Necromancer class without having to get elsewhere? You can do that with the Warden. Because they basically changed Morrowind into a DLC instead of a chapter, even though it's still chapter sized. Oh, wait, the Dark Heart is here?
We intercepted this letter.
A moment, Fenorian. The darkness has passed. Well done acquiring this letter.
Never mind the pat on the back, Verandis. What happened?
It's nothing. A distraction. Our friend has arrived, and we must not waste any time.
Did the Dark Heart always have that kind of, well, heartbeat sound? I don't remember that. Hey, Count, how you feeling?
The Dark Heart. The episodes grow more frequent. Each time the currents swell, it's like I'm losing myself to the darkness. We must uncover Radha's plans before that happens. Perhaps this coded message will tell us more about the Darkstorm.
Can you decipher it?
I see that Radha has employed his mother tongue to obscure the message. I remember his language, and the Grey Host ciphers well. This isn't a dispatch. It's a letter. To me.
Is he taunting us?
No, he's trying to persuade me. Convince me that his path is the right one. Prove to me that the dream we once shared is within reach. The letter outlines, in essence, the recipe for Radha's Darkstorm.
Can we use it to stop it?
Not in and of itself. He wants me to follow in his footsteps. To see what he did and learn the truth of what he promises. In doing so, however, I will discover how to stop it. He's baring his throat to me, confident I will not bite, but I must.
Where is he telling you to go?
I must seek a place in the Reach where the land was sundered from Tamriel. Then I must study the void through Night Hollow eyes. And finally, I must learn about keystones in Badar Zel. In my current state, I don't trust myself. Will you go in my stead?
Sure.
I leave the course of the journey up to you, but these three will go ahead to assist you. Lyris to Understone Keep, Gwendis to the Night Hollow Archives, and Fenorian to Badar Zel.
I'll meet each of them there.
I'm sorry to put this all upon your shoulders, but it's better that I remove myself from this journey. You can see what Radha intends to show me with impartial eyes. Learn the secrets of the Darkstorm, and together we'll unravel Radha's plans.
This could be a trap.
That's a distinct possibility, but I don't believe Radha intends to kill me. At least not yet. He has something to prove. That need will stay his hand better than any armor. We don't have the luxury of ignoring his invitation in any case.
Why would Radha al-Saran jeopardize his plans just to prove something to you?
Radha is a prideful man. When I deserted the Grey Host, it wounded him deeply. He wants to prove that I was wrong to doubt him. What he doesn't understand is that I never doubted what he could accomplish. I just feared what it would cost.
Are you sure it's a good idea to leave you here alone?
If this is a trap, you're the one walking into it. But if he does return to the orrery while you're gone, I will buy whatever time I can. Until then, there are things I also need to accomplish.
Like what?
I'll study the heart and the orrery. Try to learn enough so that we can make use of whatever you discover when the time comes. I will also examine my own condition. I must ascertain that I can control this darkness and not be controlled by it.
I have questions about our search.
Yes, of course. Radha didn't reveal everything in his letter, but if there's something I can answer for you, I will.
What is this land sundered from Tamriel that you want Lyris and I to find?
That one is as much a mystery to me as it is to you. But Radha provided a clue. He said it was a place in the Reach. Who better to ask about locations in this part of the world than Ard Kaddic? Meet Lyris in Markarth and seek the Ard's counsel.
What does he mean to study the void through Night Hollow eyes?
I can only speculate, but we know the Night Hollow clan had an intimate connection to the void through the Dark Heart. It makes sense they studied it over the many years that it sustained them. I noticed an archive in their keep when we were there.
So I should go with Gwendis to Night Hollow Archives?
Yes. See what secrets they gathered at the height of their power. I only hope that the archive has weathered the centuries better than the Night Hollow clan themselves.
Where do the keystones fit in with the plans?
We know Radha needed a keystone to enter this chamber and calibrate the orrery to the Dark Heart. Go to Badar Zel. Fenorian will help you discover whatever secret awaits there concerning the Dwarven keystones.
Other questions?
I'll answer them
no, I
as
don't.
best I can.
Okay, so the land sundered thing is a whole mystery. I guess that's a place that was torn from Tamriel? I don't know. I'm trying to think of places. Not a lot really jumps to mind. Kind of places that are wrong. Don't die. Wait. Oh, right. Betharzel, this isn't actually like an elevator or something. It's you have to actually go in and... Right. It's not my imagination. Sometimes I'll press search and it like doesn't register. Oh, we're going back to Betharzel. I should kill things here and maybe I'll get a piece of the Dwarven Scarab. Or a lead for one, anyways. I wonder if there's like a good route to take for doing that, though. Like, is there a loop you can perform? That's kind of disappointing they would have all the pieces be in one location. Truthfully. Alright, I've already spent so much time pilfering containers here. Ouch. Let's see. Are there even any robots around, or have they all been killed? Where are the robots, actually?
I made some interesting discoveries while I was waiting.
Oh, there's void creatures here. What'd you find, dude?
Betharzel is more intact than the few other dwarven ruins I visited. I spotted a chamber that appears related to the Keystones. But more intact doesn't mean completely intact. The path ahead is blocked.
If the path is blocked, how do we get to the chamber?
Therein lies the problem. My vampiric abilities make traversal somewhat trivial, but you can't follow. I do believe I've come up with a solution, though. Potentially. Theoretically.
What's your idea?
I noted numerous void portals scattered around Betharzel. I understand you and Verandis encountered them before. I'm no expert on teleportation, but these should allow you to navigate the ruins and pick out a safe path.
I've used them before. I'll find my way to the chamber.
May I suggest trying to reach the void portal at the top of that tower first? It seems like a good vantage point to survey the layout of this ruin. I'm sure you'll figure out a way past the blockage in no time.
Any other advice?
As Verandis explained it to me, the void portals sort of pull you toward their location. So finding a viable path across should just be a matter of trial and error. Assuming there's a void portal near our destination,
How was that?
You should have no problem.
Let's find the chamber. Oh.
Ready now?
One second, dude. Oh, they look really cool. The helmet I really like. Ooh, that helmet I don't know how you get. That might not be available. Wow, they even have the same exact attack animations as the factotums. That person might also be hunting for the scarab parts. That's kind of what I was afraid of. Okay, I'm up here now. Let's, you know what? It just says enemies in Betharzel. It doesn't say specifically dwarven enemies, I think. There is always the chance that these fellows can drop it. No one is dropping anything. That's kind of unfortunate. Okay, so I'm up here. Ah. I found my way past the blockage. That's kind of cool looking armor. I guess that's the Night Hollow stuff. Wow, nobody drops anything at all. So all these doors are locked. That's a cool little lighting system. How's this look in third person? I haven't actually seen it. Oh, okay, you like to separate. Whoa, ho, 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 ho. Almost walked right off that edge. Wow, look at all this stuff. Did I go the wrong way? I might have gone the wrong way. These things they did a pretty good job designing, I think. They're very, very unique and honestly pretty cool looking. There's no denying that. Can I get back to the one over there? Or did I goof it? Oh, there we go. Nope. Yeah. Yum. Oh. Oh, just void essence. Uh-oh. That's a big one. Alright. She's gonna be annoying, so let's just... Where'd she go? Don't tell me it was the only enemy left and... Oh, I gotta get up there.
I had every confidence you wouldn't get sucked into some boundless void. The repository is just through this door.
Okay.
Let's see what we can find.
Is there a boss in Betharzel? That would be kind of maybe just hang out there and...
This looks like some kind of manufacturing equipment.
Hey, isn't that just like the stone?
Look here. This resembles your keystone, doesn't it? The parts, anyway. I wager this is what we came for.
Are we not going to try to put them together? We're just...
What's this? More of Rada al-Saran's oromancy, I suspect.
Gods, I can't get the smell of her blood off my hands.
It was a mercy. You know that.
I ruined her, Rodder, body and soul. I played God and Lysolda paid the price. I'm a damn fool.
A fool once told me there is no such thing as damnation. Only souls who have lost hope.
That's not fair, Rodder.
You said it with such conviction I could not argue. You have not forgotten our promise, I hope.
We'll seek salvation together. Thank you, Rodder.
Verandis was aware of this plan, and he was its architect.
So we're really not going to try to put this keystone together? We're just taking the parts? That seems silly. Okay. Someday. Can I just, like, drop down and land on this mushroom? Nope, missed the mushroom. Hey guys, what's up? There really isn't a lot of place to, like, hunt enemies here. Was it Betharzel or was it like Nichuanzel? I think it was Betharzel that said to get the antiquity. It kind of sucks. Maybe it is only from Dwemer enemies, though. That could be a thing. I mean, thematically it would make sense. It's really cool looking. Just wish we had access to the personality. You could walk around like a robot. Do they use the same titles as Fabricants? Or Factotums? No, it's different. Yeah, because that's the entirety of... Huh. That's kind of crazy to me. Maybe it's... I would almost bet that it's just any dwarven enemies in this DLC and not just this, but... Then again, that's the only places all the sources I've seen say. That's a real bummer, because that's... Yikes. That's gonna take a while. Yeah, because the only expanse is like... here. Oh, wait. Oh, no, wait. Oh, okay. No, I was overthinking it. There's a whole other area. That's right, because we came here during the beginning. I just went kind of backwards, I think. This is normally where you come out of, not where you enter. Anyone else before I leave? No? Okay. Makes more sense. We're almost at the end of this whole journey. I mean, I like the idea that there's like a little quest line after you complete the other quest lines for the content of the year that wraps things up with a nice little bow. It makes things feel like seasonal almost. Like the 2019 was Dragon, 2022 was the Vampires. Or the Dark Forces, whatever you want to call them. I still wonder what 2021 stuff is going to be. The only complaint I have, and it's a bit of a like not a catch-22, but there's no real winning with it, is that the dungeon DLCs, on one hand, they're really, really weak and barely pertain to the story at all, besides it's just establishing a narrative. On the other hand, I don't want them to be more advanced because there's plenty of people who just don't like dungeons to begin with. I just beat them on normal one time and that's it. Most of the time.
Keep is just ahead.
The only exception is like stuff like Frostvault where I wanted the reward for veteran. But other than that, I'm not touching that.
Night Hollow Keep is down this path. The archive should be right inside. In writings we recovered from Lady Belaine, she mentioned a Night Hollow testament. That's probably what we're looking for. Just watch yourself. The place is locked down tight.
What are we dealing with?
Well, it's crawling with Night Hollow vampires. Not just the mindless, spooky kind. Looks like some of them got recharged when the Dark Heart woke up. They patrol the outer wall in shifts. One door in and out. It's locked, but they carry keys.
So we can relieve one of the patrols of the keys?
You got it. I haven't been able to keep track of their comings and goings, so there's no telling which vampires have the keys. Attacking them could attract unwanted attention. If you want to find a more discreet way past that wall, by all means.
Okay.
Remember, get keys off the patrolling vampires or find another way to get inside. Either way, let's get into the archive. Find this Night Hollow testament and get back to Verandis, alright? I'll scout around on my own and catch up to you.
Okay, why do you think the testament is what we're looking for?
Rada al-Saran wants Verandis to study the void through Night Hollow eyes, right? According to Lady Belaine's writings, the secrets to harnessing the Dark Heart's power, void power, could be found in the pages of that book. It's perfectly obvious.
And you're sure we'll find it here?
No, but we didn't find it after you killed Lady Belaine. We know she didn't completely trust Rada al-Saran, so where else could she be leaving it for safekeeping? If it's not here, I don't know where else it would be.
Fair enough.
I'm off.
I accidentally broke into this place before while I was looking for side quests. Oh. Wait, is the key really right there? Well, shoot. Because I broke into this wall over here that was lock-pickable.
Lock looks pretty old. Think you can crack it?
Yes. I just wasn't sure what this place was, so I didn't mess with it.
That's a Grey Host Pentarch. Probably after the same thing as us. What's that beside him?
To whoever keeps
That
his
wasn't as
archive,
difficult as I
you are blessed
expected.
in that your knowledge
Now
of the Dark
let's enter
Heart
the
and the Void
archive.
remain of use to me. The bearer of this missive must be allowed to copy passages from your testament relevant to my interests. I offer you a promise. Comply and I will shepherd your clan's greatness when I reforge this world. I offer you a warning. Should you deny my Pentarch access to your archives, should any undue harm befall him, then I will visit such agonies upon you that even mortals will weep at your suffering. Your lady is dead. I have no patience for your vain glory. Rada al-Saran. Let's go. So, I guess
As
this
far
quest
as
we're
I
kind of
know,
recapping the places that
lighting in
we've
here is
been.
terrible. Hey, I bet that's what we came for.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't this a Dark Brotherhood book and it's not even placed? Come on, guys, what is this? It's clipping into the...
That's done. Hey, why is this trinket over here glowing?
Because it's going to show us the history.
This is feasible.
No, rather merely a possibility, but the soul binding required.
We can save our kindred from Cold Harbor's torment, and you quibble over the cost? Is your heart so cold?
Even if you returned our kindred to life, Molag Bal's claim to their souls would remain. Our contracts are inviolable.
Another obstacle to overcome.
You think the Prince of Domination is merely an obstacle? Rada, listen to yourself.
Kneeling when I should have stood proud was the greatest mistake I ever made. I will not repeat it.
Verandis keeps everyone at arm's length. Is this why?
Yeah, because he basically created a monster. Oops. These things happen. Not often, but they happen. I suppose you fellows will let me sneak past, will you? Alright, let's fight and get it over with, and then I can leave. It is a good-looking armor. You know, it kind of looks like the Ruin Knights from, or what were they called? The Ruin Sentinels? Sentinels of Ruin? Something like that from Dark Souls 2. Oh! Why, though? I'm not wasting my werewolf on you. Where'd she go? Can you not, though? Didn't even drop any loot. Did she? No. So now we just gotta figure out the third thing, and that's... We're going to the Ardkadok. Okay, bye. Do we ever actually find out what Ardkadok's name is? Because Ardkadok is just the title, right? It's king of the fort? Or the despot of Markarth? Whichever you prefer. So like, do all forms of vampires basically belong to Molag Bal, or are there like certain strains that are technically different so they don't count the same way? The land sundered from Tamriel. What the hell could that mean? I guess it could be like in Cold Harbor, where there's literally pieces of Tamriel ripped out. Let me guess, you don't like the Ardkadok.
I've got bad news and worse news. Kadok and I already exchanged words. Most of them insults. The only agreement we came to was that he'd stop sending his stone hands to toss me out if I stopped breaking their noses.
You got into a fight?
It wasn't a fight until he sent his stone hands against me. Wasn't much of one after that, come to think of it. We got as far as Sundered Land when he shouted something about Manamarco and called up his personal guard.
Oh, great. What does Manamarco have to do with all this?
That's what I was trying to find out when Kadok got all angry and said something about my head and a pike on the wall. Look, you talk to him. Maybe you'll have better luck than me.
I suppose we have a rapport.
Markarth would be a ghost town if it wasn't for you. If that doesn't earn you the courtesy of an audience, I can go back to breaking noses.
I bet you would like that. I'll present myself.
The Ard is in his throne room. We just need to know where to find the land sundered from Tamriel. According to Rada al-Saran's letter, it's somewhere in the Reach. Oh, and I'm not apologizing. Not to Kadok, anyway. Sorry.
What did you and Kadok argue about?
Manamarco, Emperor Varen, Nord's Reachman, his flea-bitten beard. I can stomach insults hurled at me. But I couldn't stand there quietly as he spoke ill of Varen while praising that traitor Manamarco.
Ah! So that's how the conversation went. That's true. His cousin was killed by Varen. Did you just kill that person, or was that a stage? Oh, Stonehand. Okay. What's up, dude? Been a while.
Had my fill of Reeker's grace in my presence today. Seeing is how you've shed blood for me, and mine. I'll give you my ear, but make it quick. My bile's up, and too much talk will likely make it churn.
I'm in search of land that was sundered from Tamriel. It happened somewhere in the Reach.
Ah, you speak with that half-giant's tongue. What business is it of yours? What I do with my land? I gave that parcel to Manamarco years ago. It was his to offer to Molag Bal, as he pleased.
I thought I stopped the...
Of such dealings
sorry.
now.
I thought I stopped the plane meld. Shouldn't your lands have returned?
Aye. You and the half-giant both, so the crows say. Don't think I've not spied on you, same as Lady Belain. I gave that land to Manamarco, long before the god of schemes brought his wrath to your empire. The leaders of his cult cast it to oblivion.
Did you know what they had planned?
Manamarco didn't call me confidant. When he departed, he said the failure here would forge his success elsewhere. I never saw him again. If you want to know his mind, you'll have to see what he wrought yourself. I'll open the way for you.
Where can I find the land you gave to Manamarco?
There's a lift in Nichuan Cell that'll take you to the Sundered Land. I'll keep it sealed, for reasons that should be obvious. But I'll see you're granted passage. Now, off you go, and take the prickly she-wolf with you.
Why would you make a deal with someone like Marco?
Not so long ago, rich folk ruled the Empire. We had our lands returned, and dignity restored. Then, we were driven back into the mud by the usurper. Marco pledged justice for my people if I gave him shelter. A dark spirit's bargain, to be sure.
Do you regret the deal?
No. The usurper, Varen, lost his lands, his throne, and so much more. What Marco promised me was given. If that don't sit well with you, I got no apologies to give. I can only tell you, that's where my dealings with the Worm King begin and end.
Oh, at least he's ferociously honest. Wait, above? Oh, right. Nechuan Zell. Right. Boy, she kind of beat up a lot of people, huh?
Got the information we need? Good.
Let's go. Or actually, aren't these people? These people are dead from the Grey Host attack, not from Lyris. Oh man, we gotta go back in the Nechuan Zell. It's bad enough that there's a daily that makes you go back in here. It's so tedious. And unto the mountains they fled, for the world grew dark, and shadows which sprung from the heart of Lork. Or with shadows which sprung, who, though greatly sundered, still believed in the light of man. Is that saying the snow elves? Oh, this door. I was wondering about this door. The Forbidden Great Lift. I landed square on that thing. How big is this place? I like the helmet these versions have. I like this helmet too. Oh, he has a cool... Ow. I took that right to the face. That dude had a, like, Mega Man Buster on him. It's pretty cool. Don't care. Is it snowing? Wait, was it snowing? Or is that my imagination? I mean, I guess it can snow here. The Reach has icy areas, but... that almost looked like Cold Harbor snow, so I guess this is the area that was sundered from the world. Ah! Yes. So it is. We even got the blue flame atronachs, or cold flame atronachs, whatever they're called. Where am I going? Oh, we're just like in the mountains still? Hey, this would be a good excuse to have Cadwell come in. Oh, it's an anchor. What?
Rada al-Saran. This is our chance.
Pity. I wanted Verandis to see this place for himself.
They chipped off a hunk of this stone. If Rada al-Saran went through the trouble, we might as well too.
Are you really gonna stay aggroed on me? Really? Really? We're gonna do this?
Hey, there's another memento here. Like the one Fenorian found near Bethar Dams.
Let's see what happens with this one.
Are those my notes?
Verandis, forgive me. As ever, your genius captivates me. I had no idea you made such progress.
I'm still no closer to a viable solution.
You're closer than you think.
How can you know that?
I discussed your findings with a new ally. They claim it will work. Only your trepidation holds us back.
I thought you changed. That you sought penance. I won't participate in mass murder!
Our dream is within reach, and you're still concerned for the
Arandis
mortals.
and Rada al-Saran seemed pretty friendly back in the day. Did you know about that?
Yeah. That part's not new. Oh god, I gotta really... Okay, hold on. Maybe I'll just... That's gonna take so long to get back there. I'll just... I can blow 146 gold. It's worth it. It's worth it not having to go through like 5 loading screens. You know, that would be a pretty cool kind of weird, like the same way the treasure hunter thing doesn't really have anything to do with antiquities. To like shove a skill point or two into would be like either free or super discounted traveling to any way shrine. Because there's not really a... It's just the convenience of it, and if you have to grind a skill line, I mean... They could even make it a premium skill line, I guess, because you'll have to buy a chapter. So it'd be kind of like a real incentive to get it. Basically, they could just reduce it by 90% of the cost. So instead of 146, it would cost 14 gold. Because I would still be hesitant to be doing that a lot, but it would make it a lot more viable. But I guess that's not the point with like MMOs and online games. They want you to take as much time as possible to do things. So of course they're going to incentivize you to take the long route if it doesn't cost you money. It's the same with Fallout 76.
The past is ancient history. Roda's intentions were to sway me back to his side.
That's not good enough, Count. Why didn't you tell us that this was all your fault?
Father, it wasn't just your research that let him revive the Grey Host. The actual procedure was your creation.
You don't understand. Please tell me you found out more about the Darkstorm.
A little bit, yeah. These are cool containers. Just like a green version of the blood tanks.
The others see conspiracies where there are none. Just past sins that I thought long buried. They say you found everything that Roda wanted me to discover. Tell me about the Sundered Land, the Night Hollow studies, and the secret of the Keystones.
Found a strange stone at the site with land was sundered from Tamriel.
Remember the journey Roda sent me on? The one you took in my place. It was to follow in his footsteps. To see how he reached this moment in time. This stone, it's a shard of oblivion lost in our world. How would that help him save the Grey Host?
There's the Night Hollow Testament. It's not written in a language I can read.
To see the void through Night Hollow eyes. Yes, it's written in the tongue of the first vampires. I can read it, but barely. In addition to other things, this is basically a spell book. It's full of rituals to appease and make use of the Dark Heart.
We found this unassembled keystone in the Patharzel ruins.
Was the point to show me the inner workings of the mysterious dwarven keystones? We know Rada used one to link the Dark Heart's power to not only the Orrery, but to the Grey Host as well. I can feel the pull of the heart just thinking about it.
How does any of this help us with Darkstorm?
Come, Ravenwatch, Titanborn. We can't let the specters of the past distract us from our mission.
Where are we going?
Very well, Count.
Find the hidden laboratory. You make it sound like we knew where that was. Or knew where that is? What? What hidden laboratory? We're just gonna leave the Dark Heart there? Okay, that's fine. Oh, it's like on the wall over here? What? So many load screens. I did enjoy the whole
I'll remain by your side as we search.
2 separate zones in the DLC type thing with the Blackreach Caverns, but they don't need to do it again, I would say. Next time they have a chapter, it can just be a big open. How do I get up there? Oh, I can just...
I haven't had any success as yet, though my method so far has just been to systematically prod things, so I can't say that I'm too surprised.
Okay. How did we know that there was a hidden laboratory, though? Like, I
we're
think
getting
I
closer.
missed that part of the dialogue.
I sense Rodder has been this way.
Concealed wing. Another load screen. My god, man. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Never mind, I retract my complaint.
Rodder's laboratory. I see he's adopted Zingalis's methods. Yes, this is it. I can feel the echoes of Rodder's work here.
Sure?
Rodder has taken my research in directions I never imagined. Dwemer machines, Night Hollow rites, Reach witchcraft, all arrayed around that pedestal.
Can you make sense of it?
Yes, I'm beginning to see how the pieces you retrieved fit together. He's building a bridge through the void. The Oblivion Shard serves as a lodestone to point to his destination, but Cold Harbor is precisely the place he would want to avoid.
Why is that?
Rodder has always sought to escape Molag Bol's hold on his soul. Cold Harbor is the place where Bol's power is absolute. It makes no sense, unless Cold Harbor isn't his destination. Gather the others. We need to recreate Rodder's ritual.
Alright, what do we need to do?
Fenorian will reproduce the Reach alchemy while Gwendis performs the Night Hollow rites. You must manage the Dwemer machines controlling the tonal, etheric, and kinetic energies. I will attempt to scry the stone and direct you accordingly.
Tell me more?
These Dwemer devices, they are similar to pieces of the orrery itself. They manipulate various cosmic forces, tonal, etheric, and kinetic, to chart the expanse of the void. You must keep these forces under control for my scrying to succeed.
How to do that?
The components you retrieved from Bathar Zel showed me that the keystones consist of these same sorts of devices, just on a smaller scale. As I conduct the ritual, I'll indicate what parts of the process require your intervention. Be on your toes.
What are we trying to achieve by doing this?
Rodder pointed us to the means and method of recreating his work. There's something he wants for me to see here. And I believe the only way to truly understand what he's done is by repeating it ourselves. I only hope the risk is worth it.
What risk?
We are attempting to harness forces never intended to be combined to peer into the infinite, churning chaos we call the Void. I only suggest we try because it appears Rodder has proven it can be done. Besides, we have no other choice.
Okay, I guess I'm doing that. No? Yes? What am I doing?
Now to begin, start by adding etheric power.
That's tonal, kinetic, etheric. Okay.
Now, quickly. I need more kinetic power.
That's this one.
Now, some tonal energy.
That's this one.
Reach ritual. It's catalyzing too quickly.
Quickly, help Fenorian.
What do I do? What do I do? Oh. I just know how to do this then, I guess. Ow.
We're losing kinetic energy. I need more.
This is kind of crazy. I mean...
I need an influx of etheric power. Gwendis needs your help with the Night Hollow rite.
That's this one. Oh, okay.
Adjust the tonal frequency, quickly.
Let's do third person so actually see what the hell's happening around the room.
I'm losing control of it. Reduce the kinetic energy.
Reduce it?
The Night Hollow Rite is surging. Help Gwendis.
Oh my god, okay. This almost feels like a minigame.
Tonal harmonics are in discord. Change the output.
Tonal? That's this one. Lyris, you're not doing much.
We'll need the alchemical reaction soon. Recalibrate the etheric power. It's too little. The kinetic mechanism is off balance. Set it right.
Oh my god, how long does this take?
We're close. Help Gwendis with the Night Hollow Rite once more. Catalyze the reach alchemy now! Initiate a tonal cascade and hang on!
No. Tonal.
I can see it! I can see everything!
What happened? What did you make? It's like a little moon of like scary evil darkness. Never mind, it's not a moon. It's just like a... It looks like the teardrop from Majora's Mask. The moon's tear. You okay?
Rada found it. A piece of land sundered from the Reach, caught between Mundus and Oblivion. It is both and neither, outside the grasp of Ball, or any prince for that matter. He plans to gift the Grey Host with his sanctuary.
For what purpose?
Don't you see? In their own realm, free from Molag Bal's tyranny, the Grey Host can live forever. And with the connection to Mundus and the power of the Dark Heart, their conquests might never end. And now I see the purpose of the Darkstorm.
What do you mean?
The Dark Heart. Rada's drawing on its power. I can feel it tearing away. To the orrery. Hurry.
Okay.
To the orrery. Hurry.
Oh, is there like a faster way? What? Where does this go? Oh, I'm here. Hey, I came here looking for a quest one time. Wonder how much longer this is. This one quest again is almost an hour long. Although this was kind of like introduction to it. Isn't it that the last quest is the one where like you celebrate, like it's this, and then there's a
Rada,
confrontation.
stop. Don't make me fight you.
This is the chance you never thought possible. The door to our salvation stands open, Verandis. Come, finish what we started. All will be forgiven.
Rada, don't do this.
The void energy is consuming you, Verandis. I can show you how to control it. Just follow me.
What happened? Where'd the bastard go this time?
He's gone, Lyris. To the one place where he can complete his plan.
Let's go beat him up.
I understand it all clearly now. Rada has opened the gateway to his sanctuary. In that distant realm, he can summon his Darkstorm using the power of the Dark Heart. He'll consume the Reach to fulfill his promise.
That doesn't sound good.
No. Not good at all. The Darkstorm requires power on an unprecedented scale. Darkness that will cover the Reach and send every mortal soul it touches into the Dark Heart. In turn, the power of the Heart will flow through the orrery to feed the storm.
But what will the Darkstorm do?
It will tear the Grey Host from Molag Bal's clutches and preserve them for eternity in his sanctuary realm. Death will become as much a petty inconvenience to them as to any Daedra. They will become truly immortal.
How do we stop the storm?
To end the Darkstorm, once it's begun, I need to enter Radha's sanctuary realm.
Are you gonna die again?
Control of the ritual. I can't ask you to join me, but I won't dissuade you if your course is set. Just know that I can't guarantee we'll be able to return.
How do we enter the sanctuary?
Radha showed us the door, and we forged the key. I have to follow. I have to stop the Darkstorm, for as you have seen from Radha's auramancy, this monstrosity is my creation. Whether you decide to accompany me or not, know that I value our friendship. Radha has started the ritual in his sanctuary realm. I can feel the pull in the darkness. Soon the Darkstorm will consume the energy in the Dark Heart. Then more people of the Reach will die to feed the heart and power this apocalyptic storm.
How do we get to the realm?
Radha aligned the orrery in order to make his escape. Use the keystone on the dwarven mechanisms that control it. That should open a breach we can travel through. Then, maybe, I'll have a chance to stop this storm I created.
You said the Darkstorm is your creation?
I never intended my theories to be turned into reality. In my research into a way to grant mortals the same immortality as vampires kept leading down dark paths, I abandoned it. I should have also destroyed it. Radha corrupted it for his own ends.
I'll try to open a breach.
When you're ready, activate the mechanisms on each of those platforms in sequence. This process should be less risky than what we attempted earlier, I believe.
You believe?
Radha has already aligned the device to point to our destination. Theoretically, we need only reactivate the orrery to open the gateway. Be on your guard, nevertheless.
Oh, this person's also doing the quest. Okay, well, oh, those gloves. I bet they're void. They are void collar. Okay. Well, we're gonna do this. I imagine this is the thrilling conclusion, then the one quest after this is kind of the wrap up. So let's get to it. So thanks for joining me. Come back, I'll have the next stuff up real soon. But until then, bye.